Once upon a time, high above the world, lived a tiny cloud named Puffy. He was just a little wisp, floating among giants. The sky was so vast, and Puffy felt so very small. He would gaze at the enormous, fluffy clouds drifting majestically by. They looked so important, so grand, like kings and queens of the sky. Puffy often sighed a soft, cloudy sigh. "Oh, how I wish I were big like them," he'd whisper to himself. He longed to be a magnificent, towering cloud, full of rain and wonder. But he was just Puffy, a little puff of white. Every gentle breeze that swept through the sky seemed to push Puffy around. He felt like a feather, easily carried wherever the wind decided. It made him feel even smaller, even less significant. He watched the big clouds cast long shadows over the mountains and fields below. They seemed to have such important jobs, bringing rain to thirsty plants or painting the sky with sunset colors. Puffy wondered if he had any purpose at all. He wished he could be strong and steady, not so easily swayed. He wished he could make a difference, just like the big clouds did. His heart, if clouds had hearts, felt a little droopy. One sunny afternoon, as Puffy drifted along, feeling a bit lost in the wide blue, he heard a tiny, sweet voice. "Little one, come here," it chirped softly. Puffy looked around, wondering who was speaking. He saw a small, colorful bird perched on a branch far below. The bird was fluttering its wings, looking up at him with bright, hopeful eyes. Puffy had never been called by a bird before. He felt a gentle pull, a curious nudge, to float a little closer. Perhaps this little bird needed something. Puffy slowly, carefully, drifted downwards, closer to the earth than he usually dared. The sun was shining very brightly that day, warming everything below. The little bird looked a bit tired, its feathers ruffled from the heat. It blinked slowly, seeking a moment of relief. As Puffy floated near, he noticed the bird was directly in the sun's path. Without even thinking, Puffy gently positioned himself right above the bird. He spread his soft, white form just enough. Suddenly, a small, cool shadow fell over the bird. Puffy had created a tiny patch of shade, a little umbrella against the warm sun. The bird chirped happily, ruffling its feathers in comfort. The bird looked up at Puffy, its eyes sparkling with gratitude. "Oh, thank you, dear Puffy," it sang. "That feels so much better. You've given me such a wonderful rest from the heat." Puffy felt a warmth spread through him, a feeling he hadn't known before. He had done something helpful, something kind. He had made a difference, even if it was just for a tiny bird. The bird then smiled, a truly joyful smile. "See, Puffy," it whispered. "You don't need to be big to be important. Your small kindness made a big difference to me today." Puffy looked at his own small, white form. He wasn't a towering giant, and he didn't cover vast landscapes. But he had brought comfort and relief to a friend in need. He had used his unique size to help. A new feeling bubbled up inside him, a feeling of quiet joy and pride. He realized that being small wasn't a weakness, it was just a different way to be. Every cloud, big or small, had its own special purpose. From that day on, Puffy no longer sighed with longing. He floated with a gentle confidence, always ready to offer a little shade, a soft whisper of comfort, or a moment of peace. He understood his own special magic. So remember, dear friends, just like Puffy, you are important exactly as you are. You don't need to be the biggest or the loudest to make a difference in the world. Every kind word, every helpful hand, every gentle smile counts. Even the smallest acts of kindness can create the biggest ripples of joy. Your unique light, no matter how small it feels, can brighten someone's day in a truly wonderful way. Never underestimate the power of your own gentle heart.